Okay, riddle me this. When is something that looks vaguely like a PS4 not a PS4? Well, the answer's kind of obvious. It's this thing, isn't it? From Sony, we have a Blu-ray disc stroke DVD player BDPS1500, and as you can see, it does look quite hauntingly similar to the PS4. Not quite, but you can certainly see some vague similarities. Not quite at the right angle or anything like that, but to my mind, when I first saw this, I thought, is that supposed to be some variant of the PS4 that's out now, or something along those lines? But it just sort of has a very sort of vaguely similar look. And of course, it's Sony, of course, so it's not like they're ripping themselves off. They can take inspiration from themselves, but all the same, you do sort of expect your devices to look a little different to help you differentiate. But we'll know more when we actually get the thing open, because I haven't opened it up at all yet. It's apparently Blu-ray compatible, it's DVD video, it's got quick start and loading, it's full HD 1080, USB play, Xvid, HD 1080, isn't that the same thing? I don't know, I'll have to look those up at some point. And apparently it's got access to YouTube, the BBC iPlayer, Demand 5, Amazon, Netflix. It's probably got access to other things, but you know, from what I can assume from what little it's telling us, see the box is exactly the same on the front and the back. It's not much going on the sides here. From what I can assume, it looks like it's got some sort of on-demand type service available to it. Oh look, we've got Netflix and Amazon and Demand 5 and iPlayer and YouTube all mentioned on the side as well. I'm gonna need to cut something open here. Da-da-da-da-da. Come on, autofocus, that's alright, because I'm busy doing other stuff. I really should have brought a knife. I'm going to try is to force a ruler in the side. Just like this. Only that won't work either, because I can't get it in the gap. Let's try from this angle. Maybe I can just sort of saw along this edge. Oh, I don't know about sewing, but I should be able to at least pull stuff free like that. Or maybe not. Let's keep trying to sew. You know, I would have thought that the screwdriver's head would have actually done something good. But no, there we are. Right. Might have to do a bit of jump cutting around that. Right, so it's now open, just like that. That was easy, wasn't it? Probably not, but what have we got here? Looks like a power pack, and a plug. All in nice little bags. Except this, which is out loose. We've got some batteries. Oh, you've got a remote control, quite a small remote control. And we've got the unit itself. And you're supposed to get this out without tearing everything apart. That's out. Oh, that's actually built into the box. And there's our instructions. Quick look in the box. Yep, nothing else of any interest in there. So we'll put that to one side. So here's the actual unit. That's facing us from the rear. And there you go. Quite a smart little looking box. Doesn't look so much like a PS4 from this angle, though it's got an alright finish. It's not one of those glossy types for the most part, although this bit is a different kind of plastic altogether. That's probably going to attract dust like nobody's business. Alright, so we've got an eject button, a power button, USB port, Blu-ray stuff. This is going to be where the flap is. That looks alright. We've got a LAN connection, volt connection, HDMI out, digital out, and so on and so forth, various bits of instructions. Alright, I really need to go and have a read through these and set this up. One thing I have noticed though, straight off the bat, as you empty the rest of the box, there's no actual cables that come with it to connect it to your unit. I've got a little bit of a concern about this already. LAN connection, HDMI out. A very small HDMI out. I've got some concerns about this. Well, I'll give it a little bit of a jump cut. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so I'm back again. Oh, well. I've tested 3 random DVDs I got out of my collection. Actually, they were the ones just closest to hand, but I tested Die Hard with a Vengeance, Merlin Series 2, and Game of Thrones Season 4, which I picked up the box set of that just a little while ago, but haven't actually sat down to watch yet. And out of all 3 of them, I can't show the actual footage for obvious copyright reasons. I'll just get a copyright hit, which I don't want. Merlin, despite being the second recent of the 3 I tried, the footage kind of was a bit hit and miss. It was more the intro sequence more than anything else. When I watched that intro sequence, it just looks as if it hasn't been brought up to 1080 standards, whereas the rest of the footage looked okay, but not that great. Whereas I doubt that this was ever, I don't think this particular version was ever altered in such a fashion, but it being film stock, it's obviously a better quality than what you get on a TV show, especially on a TV show on a BBC budget. Game of Thrones Season 4, that fared a lot better. The picture quality was excellent throughout, so that and the sound, well, the sound's obviously coming from the speakers on my TV, you know, that sounded absolutely fine. It looked fantastic, so obviously it's going to be a question of the quality of the DVD that you're using. Now it's a Blu-ray, and I haven't actually tried any Blu-rays as of yet, so that'll be the next test that I do. And I think after I've done this particular review, I'm probably going to end up doing a review of Game of Thrones Season 4 box set, because there's a few things about that I'm a little, a little wary of, but we'll cover that some other time.